Again, an official welcome from my side on behalf of the whole PenPaperPeace team for our project presentation on the Pasos Pequeñitos project. And we have a very nice group of people joined together who actually joined forces for the past many years to support the project.
We were traveling to Honduras in 2017, I think, okay. And we visited a lot of projects, and at a certain point we met the team of Pasos Pequeñitos, and we somehow fell in love with the project because it's a wonderful small project with combined so many values which PenPaperPeace has. So a good education for kids, but even more education or somehow a support for mothers, mostly single moms. Most of them still doing their education and don't have the possibility to continue their education if their kids are not taken care of. So this wonderful project gives a home for these little children. That's Luca, Milena, and me in the daycare center. And yeah, and help the mothers as well.
So I give a little bit of an historical view of Pasos Pequeñitos. And I was a volunteer, and I was always quite interested in women issues. And I was quite appalled by how little they were respected in Honduras. So one problem is teenage pregnancies, obviously. The other thing is unstable households. I mean, poverty, people have to travel far to go to work, men are off, the marriages don't hold in, then women are by on their own for raising the kids. And so actually I got on this one statistics, which is 70 of children raised by single mothers in Honduras. So it's not an exceptional, it's the majority of children, and that's what we're talking about.
So we conduct socioeconomic studies of the mothers who apply to send their children to Pasos Pequeñitos. And we really, like I mentioned in my presentation, there's not just the socioeconomic criteria. So obviously it has to be a family that's in vulnerable conditions and in extreme conditions, living in poverty, who couldn't otherwise afford to seek childcare. But then also additionally, as I explained, we don't want to just accept their children for the day and the mothers do whatever, which is also valuable, of course. But we're really looking for mothers who have that desire to work and to study, who are motivated to go the extra mile to make sure that, like I said, we're facilitating this ability to really break their cycle of poverty and create a better future for themselves. So that's also a selection criteria that's important to mention.
So there's two types of mothers, and Lauren already said it. We're looking at socioeconomic status, but those who are the poorest, they will not be able to go ahead for university or college training. I mean, many of them don't even have the essential school training, I mean, like high school degree. So we have experienced in the past years the scholarship, and I think it was a success, not always for a whole training of several years. But we had a pharmacist who got her degree, and we had women in getting her high school degree. So that's a lower level, but it's still very useful in Honduras. And others who got computational courses or English courses. And so the funds of Pasos Pequeñitos, and if you and the funds provided by our helpers such as PenPaperPeace will go in part to the scholarship and help those women who have a special educational project.
2020 was a very challenging year for communities and families all over the world, and that does not exclude NPH, of course. We had a very challenging year, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear about what could come next. So as Vera said, Pasos Pequeñitos was forced to close in 2020 due to the nationwide lockdowns that prohibited large gatherings or any kind of in-person services for many months during the year. However, I'm really proud to say that NPH continued supporting the mothers and the children who previously benefited from Pasos Pequeñitos despite the lockdown, despite the pandemic situation. We're happy to report that Pasos Pequeñitos will reopen again. As I was explaining, there was some uncertainty for a while, but it will reopen, and we will continue to provide these necessary services to mothers and to children. But as a few people mentioned, we are changing physical installations. So it will no longer be housed in the building that you all saw in the photos that Vera was sharing with us. We're moving to a new house. Another exciting update for this year is that the new director is a teacher who is trained in the Montessori methodology, which I'm not sure if everyone on the call is familiar with, but it's an educational focus that really empowers the child to learn through experience, through doing, through play. So we're going to be bringing this new Montessori focus to our approach in caring for the children. And we plan to benefit between 15 and 20 children this year in 2021. And of course, our focus remains on single mothers who are in vulnerable conditions, living in extreme conditions, and for various reasons need this kind of support. So the idea is that just because we're moving location doesn't mean that everyone who was benefiting from the project before will no longer benefit. So we hope to bring as many people with us who are able to make that move both logistically and who continue to either be needing our help or continue to be interested in receiving the benefits of the project.
Thanks so much for joining tonight or today, whatever time it is for you right now. And yeah, we hope to see you on another project update very soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.